phone lines are open.
Yeah.
Maybe you're an adult, mate. Yeah, I'm just going to let you know that right now. Daniel, you're against the comments that were on the air minutes ago. Morning, mate. What do you think?
Well, I'm okay actually, but I'm a gay man and I just find it absolutely disgusting that someone could be so one-sided about, you know, he's basing his argument about everyone that is Christian or religious. There's not that many people out there that are Christian and religious, and I just find it disgusting that he could even, you know, base an argument and basically take away gay people having the opportunity to, you know, walk down the aisle and have equal rights to everyone else out there.
Can I just pull you up on something though? I mean, the last census said that 61% of Australians align themselves with the Christian faith. And you're saying that there aren't many Christians or religious people out there.
If we're going to believe those census things that they put out there, everyone knows that you know, no one's got time to actually answer them correctly. They're all bogus, you know, pathetic, you know.
You can't say that, mate. That's what it's there for.
The census is there. It's a simple question. They have to tick a box, and 61% of Australians tick the box to say that they're of the Christian belief.
Well, what about the other
percentage? There's no Christians out there.
Well, what about the other percentage of people? Do they have a voice? Are they allowed to have a say how this, you know, whether gay marriage can be legalised or not?
Well,
you know, is it really going to affect people? Is it going to affect your life? Are you not going to be able to get up and go to work because, you know, Bob and Barry got married and want to have a family?
That's like me saying if my neighbour went down the backyard with an axe and chopped his wife's head off, that is not going to affect my life, so I should turn a blind eye to it.
Is gay marriage going to affect your life?
It's going to affect the life of future generations.
Yes, but is it going to affect your life?
Well, it is a redefinition of beliefs and a redefinition of our belief in marriage, so that does affect the way we live.
As a married person.
But what's your belief in marriage? Is your belief that, you know, are you guys homophobes? So should we?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Well, so what's the issue with two people that love each other? Do you think gay people have a choice of who they pick, who they're attracted to sexually?
They just shouldn't be called marriage. That's the whole thing.
Well,
it's not that I'm against anything. It's that I'm for the principle of traditional marriage.
Yeah,
and
but
the whole thing is it's always put back to our side of the argument, or to my side of the argument, that we're the haters. We don't hate anybody. We just love the sanctity and idea of traditional marriage.
But love is between two people that share love for each other, and regardless of whether what their sexuality is or not, they should be able to share that with someone. And if people want to make it legal, we should have that right. We're an equal country, you know. I believe everyone should be on an equal platform. It's disgusting to think that there's people out there that have still got these old-fashioned ideas that gay marriage and gay and lesbian people shouldn't be able to share their love together. You know, the arguments that you're putting forward, you know, are going to upset a lot of people. And, you know, there's not that, yes, maybe you might say this census thing suggests that 61% don't want gay marriage or whatever, but what about the other percentage? What about all those gay people out there that love each other, that already have kids? You know, to say that, you know, if you're in a gay relationship that it's going to, you know, affect them somehow, well, you know, show me studies to say that that's the case.
Yeah, I don't think you can use the stats, you know, willy-nilly to sit there and say that, oh, who's it hurt and where's it headed. The majority of people that we believe, in the figures we've seen, don't agree with it. So that's a fact. People don't believe in marriage.
How many people get divorced in straight relationships?
Yeah.
Maybe straight people should stop having gay kids, because then we may not have an issue, because they're the ones that have had the kids. All the gay people have, you know, all the straight people have had gay kids. So
I think the thing is too, is that there's definitely two sides to this, and the argument isn't openly discussed with an element of fairness or accuracy. And we're really glad to have you on the show, because you know what, we're happy to talk about this openly. You do seem a little aggressive. We're not trying to be aggressive at you. We are just hey,
that's
mate.
Fine, but I just want to express my opinion, and that's, you know, like, let the people decide whether they want gay marriage You know, not the churches, because I'm not a religious person. I don't go to church.
And I think you'll find, Daniel, too, that, you know, from our studies and the facts we have, you know, with 2% of the population saying they are gay, you will find that the majority of Australians don't agree with this concept.
Well, you only have to go online and go on Facebook and see how many people actually do agree.
It is. The online community is a certain portion of society. And maybe we might wrap it up, and not because we're not interested in chatting to you. We have to move on.
Yeah, we're a bit short for time.
But you
we really appreciate you
It's great
calling,
to hear from you,
Daniel.
mate. And anytime anyone wants a conversation or discussion, hey, our number's always there. Thanks, mate. We appreciate it.
Bye.
You know, regardless of what we personally believe, and we try and stay as impartial as we can, we do have a set of beliefs. So we do represent a large portion of this community who listen to this radio station for family values. At the same time, we'll put anyone on the air, you know, guns down, let's have an honest, fair debate. At the end of the day, we're all living in the same city and we all want to get along, which is what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's a hot topic.
I agree, but you have to be honest, and I just think it's so important to get our facts straight.
Our number anytime, 1300 965 965. We're family's number one here at 96.5.
Open your window. Look at the world you actually live in. It's nowhere near as bad as the politicians are making it out to be.
Which is why he makes such a great host for the project.
And time now for another installment in our self-improvement special.
Today, the family show welcomes Charlie Pickering.
Yeah, Charlie Pickering back on the air this morning. He's become quite the regular on the show. In fact, we love having Charlie on. He's welcome on any time.
It's always a nice chat, hey?
Isn't he just? He's been on more than most guests. The host of the project, Charlie Pickering, joins us now. Morning, mate. How are you?
Good morning, how are you?
Yeah, we're really well, mate. What's news? What's going on?
Oh, look, there's not a lot, just flat out at work. Very exciting. Tonight's a very exciting night. We've sent Husey to the red carpet for the opening of The Great Gatsby in Sydney, and he will be chatting with Baz Luhrmann, Joel Edgerton and Tobey Maguire. So it has to be said that this is a very exciting night.
Do you get nervous or starstruck? I know when we get certain guests on, you know, I get a little bit nervy at times, especially if there's someone you've looked up to. I mean, all of a sudden you're in the same room as Baz and Leo, and, you know, do you get a bit tongue-tied at times?
I got a little bit nervous when we had Will Ferrell on. He was probably the one that made me a little bit jittery, just because, like, he's the best comedian in the world. He's the funniest person on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
And as a comedian, you can't help but get intimidated by that. But the weird thing is, like, we had John Cleese on and Robin Williams, who were like my heroes growing up as kids. And I felt completely comfortable just like hanging out with mates. So I don't know, it's funny, just now and then it'll surprise you and you get a bit nervous. But I just try to treat everyone, I guess, just like they're regular people, because they are.
I mean, the whole Gatsby thing, I mean, that's a real blast of the past for me. I'm the baby boomer on the team here. I can remember the first movie was huge when it came out, and I think I might remember saying to my friend Liam here, they're doing a remake of The Great Gatsby. And he went, huh?
A remake? There was a book.
Yeah. So, there's nothing new under the sun, is there?
No, there isn't really, although maybe it's better to say there are some stories that are so good that you can tell them over and over again, and they stay good. But the movie's great. We got a special sneak preview screening on Monday, and it is I think it's fantastic. I think people are really going to love it.
Are you a movie man? Do you and Husey nick off to the movies? Robbie and I write on our Electronic Diaries production meeting, just in case anyone of influence need our wives.
Secret
Our
code.
wives or the boss sees production meeting. They don't know what we're doing, and we often go to the movies together as a bonding time. Do you
Research.
and Husey get out together much?
Of course, you know, we actually wind up at the movies together quite a bit, but that's normally like when we've got someone coming on the show, we'll go and see the movie that they're in, so know what we're talking about. So it's safe to say we've seen some of the best and worst movies of the last 4 years.
Don't worry. What was that movie at Christmas? Robbie and I saw a movie at Christmas, and we almost walked out. Remember, I dragged along to something and go, "Oh, this will be good," and it was just a dog. It was an absolute dog. And then we've had issues with air conditioning. We once had to huddle under Robbie's coat because we were so cold. We were freezing through a Batman. It was so long and so cold. We were like, "Oh, it's freezing cold."
Long and cold.
This sounds like you guys are giving a speech at your wedding about how you met.
Yeah.
And then there was one time in the rain.
Yeah, there was this one time at Gold Class when Michael Jackson had a movie. Remember, like a fist in my ear, like a fist in my ear. No, it was a good movie. Mate, speaking of movies, I can always get your DVD at the local DVD store. They got a whole comedy section at my DVD store where you guys are all featured. It's a thing to do these days, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely. I think, mate, having a DVD out as a stand-up comedian used to be a really expensive thing to do, and then now you can pretty much make one on your iPhone. So, you know, but it's really good. I think it's great that a lot more people get to see the work of Australian comedians because we have a lot of fantastic comics here in Australia, and it's just good that, you know, people can get them at their local video store or even download them illegally. I'm not really that fast.
Are you getting paid per DVD? Like, do you know that, hey, for every DVD there's $1.10 going into my bank account? Do they work it out on a DVD per price type thing for you?
Oh, I wish it was $1.10.
Oh, really?
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be a great deal. Yeah, look, I can't remember the specifics, but I think I did a deal that I started, you know, getting paid from the first DVD that was sold, but it is not an amount that, like, DVD sales aren't really putting food on the table.
I don't think DVD and videos aren't really the businesses of the future at the moment. The local one near me used to be 3 shops. It was down to 2 shops. It's down to 1 shop. I think I saw them the other day. Now they're actually operating out of the lunchroom out the back.
Yeah, see, you've just really broken this news with no subtlety at all, because I just invested everything I had in Blockbuster videos. So this is no way to find out that that's not a good investment.
It is a side note, but why none of them ever changed their name to DVD Easy or Blockbuster DVD?
Yeah,
I do not know. It was a giveaway from the get-go. Hey, mate, before we let you go, we always like to throw a little hand grenade politically into you. You're not short of telling us your opinion. Have you worked out who you're voting for at the next election?
No, I haven't actually. But that's I will put a lot of pressure on. My local member is Martin Ferguson for the Labor Party, and there are also a number of other strong independent candidates. So I will actually, what I do, I'm the annoying constituent every election, and I will make sure that I have a conversation with the local candidates and find out where they stand on issues that are important to me. And that might sound really weird to everyone, and that might sound like that's a lot of trouble to go to, but it's not a lot of trouble. And I kind of think, I actually think that you can make your vote count the most if you haven't made your mind up yet. If you, like, a swing vote is actually a much stronger vote because it could go either way and it could have a real impact.
Well, mate, you're welcome on this show anytime. We always like a good, healthy chat with you. He's got the best hair in the biz. In fact, my 90s perm was modelled off the future Charlie Pickering, who I thought might be on the TV in 2 decades' time.
You were a futurist.
No,
you were a hair futurist.
I knew it had come good. I was actually modelled off Visor, to be honest with you. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, simple.
A bit of Visor. Good on you, Charlie, mate. Love seeing you on the TV and always love having you on for a chat, hey? Really appreciate it.
Cheers, guys. Have a great day.
He's the host of the project, Charlie Pickering, on The Family Show here at 96.5.